we have the best athletes in the entire world, and we know what we deserve, and we won't be playing or doing anything until we get what we deserve. And I think a lot of people think we're just talking. Our union right now is as strong as it's ever been, and it's super exciting.
Guys, welcome to episode 10 of the Show Me Something podcast. One of our sadder, I don't even know if that's a word, but like more sad episodes. I have a little cold and the fever season has come to an end. Both devastating parts of our week. But I think we can all say we went farther than we thought we would, Soph.
I thought, yes. I thought that we would have,
yeah.
I don't want to say this. Like, if you're looking at the competition, we should have been done. I don't even know if we should have made playoffs with the amount of injuries and everything. We did. And then we took a team that's won 2 times in the past, I think 3 years. They have 5 Olympians on their team. We took them to overtime.
MVP on their team.
Yep.
Which, dude, they could not miss a goddamn shot in overtime.
Are you talking about Chelsea Gray? She came in clutch for him. But I will say she had 2 heaves and Dana Evans had a heave that they weren't even looking at the rim, just threw it from their hip and it went in.
No.
It's all good. It's all good.
That one when the shot clock was running down was gnarly.
That was a dagger.
We'll get into the game, we'll get into the season, but also we had to hop on this pod because our good friend Napheesa dropping absolute nukes on the WNBA league, which I should already say, your Instagram comment, you're already going to get fined. I assume you're going to let it rip here, but basically the WNBA, there's a lot of dialogue going on right now as we head into finals week, and I think this is going to be a good episode. Despite shooting 100% at my celeb basketball game, it is a Sophie Cunningham episode. So
wait, real quick, let's start. Were you 1 for 1? Because I know you hit that first layup.
Yeah, I made the first bucket. I didn't shoot the rest of the game, baby. Let's go.
So you didn't get your stat line.
It was quick, too.
Did you get your stat line from last week?
No, the game, it went way faster than I thought. They ended up being 12-minute halves, and it was a running clock. So it was and we subbed. So it was you gotta keep it moving. I think we should just check in. Season is over. How do you feel? I mean, tough way to go out, but I don't know. How are you feeling today? How do you feel waking up?
Honestly,
yesterday.
It's so crazy because I think if the whistle would have gone just a couple more plays our way, we would be in the finals. I'm not even kidding. And that is something.
Oh, because Aaliyah fouled out, huh? That's right.
That was brutal. And 2 or 3 of her fouls were just bullshit. And my thing is, too, you got to know who's in the game. Awful. And people come to watch these players. She's an all-star. You don't foul out an all-star in the finals. That's where it just gets me. That is, you don't do that. People aren't paying money to come watch you ref a game to sit an all-star's ass on the bench. What are we doing?
I'm sure someone from Vegas would be classic excuse. That is very much a thing, though.
Dude.
If you're trying to grow a product, grow a league, we're not fouling out all-stars on a big stage. If they were Tex, or she was hacking people under the rim, whatever. But yeah, those were go either ways. And I didn't even think about that until you just brought that up.
There was a clip, it was a 2-minute video going around of all the fouls that they did not call on their all-stars or their players. And it was you knew the agenda. They made it too obvious. And, I think the refs, they truly do have a hard job. And at the end of the day, everyone is texting them, just trying to get clarity of why is this called? Why is this not called? And at the end of the day, they respond, well, this meets the criteria. Well, then the criteria needs to change. If our game is growing and it's changing, then our criteria can't be from the 1700s. Let's go. Let's get with the times a little bit. And I think we want the league to be more physical. But at this point, how the season has been going, the regular season, That's really the physicality playoff basketball should be. Like we're out there killing each other. Everyone's getting injured. Like that's not fun for the fans to watch. It's not fun to play. Like keep basketball because we are very highly skilled competitive basketball players who are very elite at our craft. That's what people want to see. They don't want to see us hacking each other. And I know that's coming from me, but I do that to make a point that like call the first fucking 15 fouls. Like what are we doing?
My biggest question for you then would be like, why do we think, and I know where it starts and who we will address Cathy later, but like, why is the officiating in the WNBA so much more inconsistent than other leagues? Is it they don't go through training that other officials do? Is it that they're not held accountable? Is it that there's not like strict, like a rule book for the WNBA? Like, why do we find it? Like, what about it? It's clearly not just you. There are so many people upset with officiating in the WNBA. Clearly, the fact that someone just had to make a full PSA for her exit interview, and you don't even have to know the answer. I just like, what's the root of it?
So
where does it come
I
from?
don't know all the answers, and I am having these conversations to try to get clarity of where we should, as a league, take this, because I think it's from top to bottom when it comes to coaches, assistant coaches, players from 1 to 12 to 13 on the roster. Like we are all saying the same thing. We're all saying the same thing. Like it's not just 2 or 3 people saying it here. And you know what, to be honest, like I hate to compare it, but this is just facts. I would love to know the criteria that NBA refs have to meet compared to what WNBA refs have to be like. You know, like, well, what is the comparison there? And like, I truly do think that like I said this today in my exit interview, that I think that we have a lot of smart business-like people in the league, which wonderful. You're great at business, but they don't know shit about basketball. And that is a huge, huge problem. And so I think they do as best as they can, but I think it's on us players that when we retire, or if it's people who aren't pros, but still played at the collegiate level or have some sense of playing the game and having a brain, that they need to start maybe investing into these positions to make, you know, the next generation even better than what it is for us. And so I think it's just continuing to have those conversations of how do we improve the officiating. Again, their job is hard. Their job is very hard. I would never want their job, but I do think there needs to be some accountability, some open lines of efficient communications, because at the end of the day, they're part of our game. Like we want them to feel good and be proud that they're officiating in the W. And you know what? Maybe if we gave them more money, they would feel maybe more invested, where they wouldn't have to go. Because I know the W refs, they also officiate college, you know, right? Like they're in the Big Ten, the SEC. They're
well, then that's your first fucking problem.
Yeah, they're working
like
year round.
They shouldn't be double dipping in other leagues. That's like,
I know,
because aren't the rules like there's different ways to call the game? Like people are okay. Well, problem number one. Also, I'm going to say it. They have to wear those tight ass. I wouldn't want to wear that tight ass fucking shirt that they have to wear either. Like the child's medium dry fit shit.
Yo, I'll work
crazy.
on their actual calling. You work on the fits. That's how we're gonna make this league better.
I'll design some WNBA ref shirts, and then maybe we'll get some more. I don't know, some people out. Obviously, Napheesa Collier's it was an exit interview, I guess, with Minnesota media. Basically, just before a question was even asked, called out your commissioner and said that, like, I mean, she said a lot of things. But I would say the biggest sentiment was, one, officiating is a huge issue that's not addressed or taken seriously by the league. And then two, that the upper, how do I want to call it? I don't want to just single out Cathy, but like the important people in the WNBA don't give a shit about the players, and in no way, shape, or form has she shown any empathy or ability to recognize what this new generation of hoopers are doing for the WNBA. Mostly CC, but Angel, Paige, etc. So first off, I'm sure you watched the speech because you've already talked shit on the internet. But like, what'd you think of that speech? Because I found it, that takes balls. That takes big fucking balls to do what she did. And I think when you have players willing to put their neck out on the line like that to like make a statement, clearly something can be fixed and something can be better when players are making that big of a risk. So I guess just thoughts on her speech, and I'm going to regret saying this, but feel free to talk about Cathy.
Well, you know what? I'll actually, I think I've kind of said my thoughts, but I think at the end of the day, everyone's fed up with how the league is treating us. And if you hear how our CBA negotiations are going, it shows you how disrespectful and like they should feel ashamed of themselves for what they're giving back to us, because it's nothing. It is nothing. They're not listening. And the thing is, they're not even engaging with us. Not even engaging. Like it is bad. And so when we're talking about a lockout or a strike, I think
I was just going to ask, is that a thing?
Yes, because
I don't know if you're allowed to say that or not.
I 100% am, because to the media and I think to the world, it does take a lot of balls for what Napheesa did. And you see that all of us are backing her because we've been feeling this way. And it was just a matter of time until someone said something. And the fact that it was her, one of the star players that everyone knows in the WNBA, and like where she's at on our Players Association board, on the exec board, is huge. And like everyone is backing her, but it's because us as players, we are fed up with how the league is treating us. Like it is awful. And like, I just can't, I'm not allowed to talk about details about the CBA quite yet, but when we do, you are going to be shook to the core. Like it is.
Am I allowed to ask you if that's in compensation? Is that in,
I think,
I mean, I assume that's the main thing, but
the biggest thing is revenue share. So like, I think all of us are in agreement that like our salaries should be tied to the business that we bring in, and it is not at all.
Right.
And like, but it's not even close. It is the most disrespectful percentage that I think any league has ever seen. Like it is just.
Where do they want the money to go?
I just know that they.
Well, I mean, like, well, if it's not going, like, is it going back into?
Dude, I literally.
The league, or is it like hiring executives?
It's not hiring executives because we've had the same people on board for fucking 27 years.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Like, I just think there's so much room for improvement. And my thing is like, I know Napheesa said this, and I think other players have since said this, but we talk about it all the time that like, we want to keep the W in business. Like we want the W to thrive. Of
course.
Like this is the best momentum the W has ever had, and it's time to capitalize on it. Like why are we not working together to push this league further than any league has ever seen for female sports? Because we have that potential.
I'm just curious why she is so afraid of Caitlin, or like why would you not embrace someone like that and just be so dismissive of? She said she's lucky. What was the quote she told Napheesa? She said she's lucky. She wouldn't make all this money without the platform we give her, which is, first off, just not fucking true. Didn't she sign a Nike deal and a TV deal before she left Iowa?
Dude,
like, what are we doing? The most successful leagues in the world we live in are the fucking NBA, MLB, NFL. Like, they embrace their fucking stars. It's like the kindergarten lesson for owning a fucking league. It's like, these are who people buy jerseys of and what networks want to fucking play your shit. Like, I mean, she probably didn't know Napheesa was going to give that speech, but like, to be so dismissive of arguably your best player in the face of your league is like so bonkers.
Dude,
I don't know where you even are coming from. And I guess because I looked her up the other night and I was wondering, she's been the commissioner for ever. And I wonder if maybe in the beginning stages of the WNBA when, I mean, you guys had stars, but it wasn't on this level. Like, is it almost like an ego thing where she thought that maybe she was like on the Mount Rushmore of current WNBA like important faces, and now that there's so many of you guys, she like doesn't like it just is weird, and I don't know what logic there is to behaving like that,
because there is none. Great leaders want to see other people be more successful than them. They want to make sure that they're cared for. Like there can be a very, and I get it, she's the business side of it, like I get it, but you can be respectful and treat your product, the product of why people are paying attention, why people are buying certain jerseys. Treat your product with respect. Like, be a great leader. She's not. She's not in any sense. And it's just the disrespect is just crazy to me. But honestly, I think this is just such a pivotal point in the WNBA, because there are so many eyes on us. There's so many new fans. There's millions, I should say, new fans. And at the end of the day, she's worried about her. In all of her statements, it's all like, well, I got us here and I should. And Cathy, no one cares. Literally, no one cares. Like how you're sitting right there, that's how we feel every time she speaks. Every time she speaks, us as players, that's how we feel.
Am I allowed to read your Instagram comment, or do you want that put behind us?
No, go read it.
Did you have to delete it?
No, hell no.
Well, I don't know. You've been fined so much. Oh, you'll for sure get fined for that, will you not?
I mean, I'm out of season, so I don't think they can find me anymore.
Really?
I'm out of season. I'm not getting paid.
I'm nervous that I'm going to be banned from 2 leagues. I'm going to be banned from 2 leagues after this podcast. You on Instagram, you said people only know Cathy because of C, Caitlin Clark. She's the most delusional leader. Ballsy. But obviously, I think all of this dialogue coming from Napheesa is good. I just, at this point in time, I feel like the right thing to do would be just put your ego down for 1 second. Like anyone's going to be offended when people talk shit on you. Duh. But like, you are a leader amongst a bunch of women and a bunch of women who are growing something huge in our country. I think it would be beneficial to like take a second, look in the mirror, and realize like, could I be doing things differently and better? But I feel like she's so reactive and like defensive when people call her out for shit that like, dude, like I find it all baffling. And we don't have to stay on this forever, but like, I look at us now, like whatever Napheesa did, there's a chance in 2 years we look back and we're like, oh, was this the first domino in kind of like maybe reshaping the administration in the WNBA? I have no idea.
Like and I have every right to believe, I don't think Napheesa would be saying that, but if it's true of what she said, that Caitlin should be thanking her, go ahead and just go pack for Cabo, because you should not be sitting in that seat. Like, that is insane. And what I know, I said this earlier, but like when I say that they're not listening to us as players, they're not even engaging.
Well, that's a fucking perfect example.
Like, it's really not that hard. Like, I know that business can be tough, but doing the right thing by people and treating people with respect and giving people their flowers and working together, it's really not that hard. It's managing people. It's managing people. But like, they're just so worried about them, like the I, that this is why she should not be in the seat that she's sitting in.
It almost feels like the W got like so popular that like the foundation of it almost like couldn't keep up with its own product. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Caitlin, Angel,
I'm 1,000%
like,
with you.
Almost like they weren't ready, I guess.
No, but you know what? That's okay. And that's okay.
That's weird.
But it's fine to admit when you need help, right? And it's okay to understand when you're not cut out for something. Well, then bring people in who are. Like, my thing is, you got to keep growing. You always need to keep growing. And with that, the league needs to keep growing. That doesn't mean that we have the same criteria and the same things we did from year one of the W. Like, with this is a completely...
No, and that requires admitting that you aren't where you need to be, or you aren't capable of keeping up with something and getting help. But it seems like everything is so reactive, and like I've built all of this. Like, I don't need any fucking help. These players did none of this, and you'll like never ever go anywhere.
Yeah.
That fucking
I'm
attitude.
right there with you, and I think it's funny too, because I think we have the best athletes in the entire world, and we know what we deserve, and we won't be playing or doing anything until we get what we deserve. And I think a lot of people think we're just talking. Our union right now is as strong as it's ever been, and it's super exciting. So I'm ready for it.
Also was going to ask, Kelsey Mitchell's injury was so bizarre looking, because it wasn't contact.
Can we talk about her real quick? Because she is like the most amazing human.
Okay. That was crazy. I don't even have to say anything if you want to go.
Kelsey is the most selfless, humble human you will ever meet. And I think if we would have made it, if we would have won and she would have been healthy, she should have been MVP.
Today's show is brought to you by our new presenting sponsor, Hard Rock Bet. Hard Rock Bet is a sportsbook app that just makes it simple if you're just getting into sports betting. If you don't know what you want to bet, it actually shows you what other people are betting on. Trending parlays, the most bet upsets, the most popular picks for touchdowns, and other player stats you can bet on. If you haven't tried your first bet on Hard Rock Bet yet, there's still time for you to get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Just place a $5 bet, and if it hits, you get not only your winnings, but $150 in extra bonus bets. It's not just that welcome offer. You get daily new promos on Hard Rock Bet. So whether you want to bet on pro football or college football this weekend, Hard Rock Bet has something for you. Personally, would like to shout out football being off to a hot start in Columbia, Missouri, but you can bet on any game you want. Again, there's daily new promos, so if you're listening to this later, check out the Hard Rock Bet app. All the stuff you get and all the things you bet. Download Hard Rock Bet and try your first bet today.
Nobody in our entire league could stop Kelsey Mitchell this year. And I want to be her biggest fan because she is just, I'm not kidding, the best human that you could possibly ever be around. So that's one. Yes.
Is she okay?
Two, how scary was that? Like, she, did you see the statement she came out with?
She stopped walking. No, but she fully froze up, and then the ref, where I'm going to give credit
Isaac
to a ref,
did an amazing job.
Nice. That ref was very nice. But and then she I think the stretcher came out. It was a very weird sequence.
So what
and
happened?
It was kind of scary.
And she put out a statement and starts with an H. I forgot what it's called. But first of all, I do want to shout out Isaac because we give the rest a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, they're all good humans to the core, and that was super sweet of him to help her. But she just got a full body cramp. But it's imagine having a Charlie horse, but times 100. It was bad. It was, she was a little sick, super dehydrated, but really the doctor just said, she played till her wheels came off. Her body was just to a point of exhaustion where she couldn't go anymore. And I believe it, man. She put the team on her back all season long, and, it just came down to that. But she was in a full body cramp. They rushed her to the hospital, got some IVs in her, did some blood work, and she's going to be good. But she's super sore. She's moving, she's walking slowly, but it just sucked because that would have been number 8. It was number 8 of our true roster to go out. And so it just sucks that we just got hit with the injury bug that bad. And then at the end of the day, that's how she goes out. It's no one's surprised, but it just sucks that Kelce had to go through that. But our team rallied and fought for her, so that was kind of cool. But I guess they're used to doing that by now.
I Googled what it's called. Rhabdomyolysis?
But it could be like that condition could get really bad. But like hers was bad, but it could be like really, really bad. So we're thankful, but it still sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I guess just a little look back. You guys were 6 seed, is that correct?
Yeah.
6 seed, injury bug, crazy.
Yeah.
Big stars hurt. What's like I don't know, one word to describe the season for you? Obviously.
Yeah. For sure. I think at the end of it, I'm just grateful. Like this season has been so fun and so amazing in more ways than I can even count. One, our locker room, like number one is what I'm getting at, is our locker room was so close knit and so fun and just full of love that like I've never been part of a locker room like that ever. And it was awesome. But then it was also a season from hell too because of the injury bug. But through it all, I'm grateful. I think the relationships and the memories that this team created is going to be one for a lifetime. Like people don't even go through the amount of adversity and everything that happened to us in a career, let alone one season. So it just like this team will always remember this for the good and the bad.
And a locker room is never the same next year. I mean, you want to keep pieces, but it's never the same.
And if we can get this CBA worked out, like who knows? Like no one's under contract. Like who knows what's going to happen? Yeah,
it's kind of scary, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be.
This could be my last time in an Indiana Fever jersey.
Scary. I guess if you've had what 48 hours to kind of let it sink in. Do you have a little finals preview? Obviously, I know who you're rooting for.
I don't know if I'm rooting for any of them.
Mercury.
Have you seen that sign going around?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even know if I'm gonna watch. I'm over it. I need a break from the toxicity of the WNBA. It's been drama-filled season for multiple reasons.
Dude, that might be some of the realest shit you've ever said.
I'm drained.
I get it.
I'm gonna go. I started to GoFundMe for my fines.
Do I have to chip in a little bit?
No. So I'm kidding. I put it out there because I was just totally kidding. But then people actually started donating, and I was like, oh no. Like I'm kidding. But so I'm just gonna give it all away to charity. Even though I would love to buy a yacht, but I guess I'll just have to get another endorsement for that.
You're for sure going to get fined for this episode, for sure. I can already feel it. But, you know, that's fun. Unless you truly can't get fined in the offseason. In that case, salute. So, one time for the Indiana Fever 2025 season.
All right. I want to, enough about us because, geez, I'm drained. But tell us all about your celebrity basketball game. And, like, who was there?
Well, my point guard was Ace from Love Island.
Was he little?
He's probably 5. Yeah, he's like probably like 5'7" or something, 5'8" maybe.
So are those girls on there even more little? Because he looks like he looked.
Yeah, there were some itty bitty girls that played. There are also some like hoopers, dude. There's so many like random people who are just like freak athletes that you would just never know. But okay, yeah. So I started the game. First bucket of the game is this dude named Jay Cinco. Okay. He's like a rapper and a model from LA. Great guy. Little breakaway, and they had like 2 dudes kind of like hanging around the paint. He just gave me a little dish, and I came up underneath. It looked like I was about to get my shit fucking jammed against the backboard, and I just snuck it right in and made the shot. Crowd got a little hype. Probably because I was like one of 2 white dudes out there, and I made the first basket.
You're like the only white guy, and I loved it.
So yeah, they probably weren't ready for that. And then I was like, no need to shoot the ball anymore. It was also a double fucking rim. For a
yeah, but all outdoor courts are normally double rimmed because they have to be strong enough for the weather.
Oh, brutal. Yuck!
Yeah.
So I was like, I probably shouldn't take any jumpers with this. No, the funniest thing, I tried to go set a pick for Ace and he called me off. He said an ISO. I was on my way over, and he was like, he cleared me out.
Welcome to my world.
Okay.
Sophie, stay your ass in the corner. Get out of everyone's way. All right.
Get the fuck in the corner. Yeah, and I was like, all right, sounds good. But it was fun, and like it was kind of close. We made a 3 to like win the game, so it was really fun. But I would have made you proud, though. I think,
dude. Next time you do something like that,
yeah, first bucket thing just kept it.
I want to come and like low key commentate it like into a little vlog.
That would be you'd have so much fun at something like that. I wore KDs. Thoughts?
Love KD.
I got drove on once, like kind of like the top, like the corner of the key, and I wasn't low enough, didn't shuffle. I was tired. I forgot how tired basketball makes you.
Wait, did anyone force you left?
No, I never brought the ball up. Thank God, because I'm down. I'm getting bored. I'm Mr. Outlet. Remember?
Wait. Did you have? Yeah. What day is it? Did you already do kickball?
Sister, I'm headed there tonight. Which I should say though, last week.
Wait, the bench is cleared. You gotta tell me.
Yeah. Oh, I texted you. Okay. So we play games on Thursday nights. Okay. So like, there are people who come to the games from like a work happy hour. They've had a few beverages. Same with other teams, whatever. We were playing a team that like, I do not want to be this guy, but I'm gonna. Like it's a team that like doesn't look athletic, but like you can tell it's like they're like ninth season together, and like they have the
chemistry.
And you're like,
they have the chemistry and the rhythm.
They've got chemistry, and they just like I just feel like they're gonna be good, even though they all look like just like kind of like Oompa Loompas, and they were good, and the score was like 3-1 the whole game. Here's the biggest problem, Sophie. So you have to have girls kick every so often. You have to have so many girls in the field, whatever. My team is full of a lot of like girls who want the t-shirt and to like hang out. It's not every girl is like in the dugout, like ready to kick. And so I'm always like, we need girls, but it would take us fucking forever if like we went through our order of girls, like every so often. So I'm kind of just like, like, let's just keep it rolling, But this team, like, we get to like the 4th, 5th inning, and they're like, this girl hasn't kicked, this girl hasn't kicked. They're kicking and get
so they took it so
freaking
serious.
The fuck out, which is true. So yes, and like we were technically speaking, not following the rules. But I was like,
no one's
come on, dude, like, like let's go. I'm not like a fucking cheater. I just like want this shit to like.
You're there for a good time to win, but for a good time.
Yeah, and I want everyone to like be able to like play and like get through all the innings, like whatever. So they're like losing it, and then starts kind of chirping. Other team starts chirping, and then every time like between innings, everyone's kind of like talking shit when we're like crossing to go to the dugouts. I never talk shit because I'm like it's co-ed, and I'm not gonna like talk shit with girls and like fat guys. Like it just is like not what I'm here to do. But so then they're like yelling at the ump, the poor ump by himself, just calling co-ed kickball as like a side job. And they are like motherfucking this guy. Like, you don't pay the fuck attention. Like, what the fuck? Like, then there was a question on the score. We ended up tying.
Were you down the whole game?
Right? I kind of felt, we came back and like, I felt kind of weird about it because they were like calling us out for something that we like were doing. But but then I'm like, guys, I talked to everyone after the game. I'm like, we can't fight and argue and shit talk and be annoying if we aren't going to all kick, Yeah, I literally felt like it was the first time in my life I felt like I was a coach and I had like a speech naturally like bubbling out of my fucking throat. I don't know. We did it. We fully did it. And I go, guys, we can't act like that if we're going to like do the whole thing where like we're like letting girls not kick. So then we break it down and I look in the corner. They're still yelling at this ref and the ref is yelling back at them. like screaming, like it was like other teams were like filming.
But
like
the game is over. The game has been over.
And I was like, game's fully over. And he's like, you're getting like this upset about a fucking kickball game. And they're yelling at him. And I was like, dude, not good, not great. Because then you have to go play them in flip cup at the bar. Remember?
If that were to happen, I feel like y'all just go, like, that's weird. That's just weird. Like, give them the flip cup game. Go to your own bar and have fun with your team. Like, that's weird to me. Like, it's not that serious.
No, I agree. But so then we go to the bar and it was like, everyone's kind of like walking on eggshells. And then they were actually like very cool when we got to the bar. It's best of 7. They went up 3-0 and then we rattled off 4 in a row and beat them again. So it ended up, buried them. We basically stole like 3 points the whole night, but kind of crazy. And then the league Volo called me in the morning. They're like, what the fuck happened? So I had to like tell my team, I was like, dude, the league called me because we're fucking.
Can you tell me, like,
keeps going on.
Don't like Cathy. Who's your guys' league commissioner?
Ooh, great question. I don't know if I'll ever meet like the super higher up, because the league has like, there's leagues all over the East Coast. There's like Miami Volo, Boston Volo, Baltimore. Like you can play team sports in all these cities, like throughout your 20s and 30s.
Maybe 40s.
It's great. But I did, 40s. But basically I had to like take a call and they were like, dude, we heard about the incident. Like we heard benches cleared, like run us through it. And I was like, I was honest. I told them, I was like, yeah, sometimes our girls skip their turn kicking, but I'm trying to keep an efficient product on the field, sir.
Do you want fans to come back?
Do you want the bleachers
then bring the hot girls,
or not,
leave them over there,
sir?
give them people drinks, and let me kick the fuck out of the ball.
Yes.
I get it.
Literally, I was like, these girls are hot and want a t-shirt, and I cannot force them every time to kick.
Next year, can we have a white t-shirt, and can you make sure it rains every Thursday? You really want fans?
Yeah, I actually don't think there is a white t-shirt team, because they probably know. Well, no, but I was wondering, is there a team out there?
Dude, that's actually insane, though. And the fact that people take it that serious.
Yeah, I mean, I do. Like, I want to win and I'm upset when we lose, but I'm not going to, like, fight, like, Yeah,
I think I said that comment to probably the most serious player on the roster of any league.
No, I think if you're fighting at kickball, to me, it's very much like, I can tell who like didn't play sports. Yeah. Because you're like, you're like being
what
weird.
that reminds me of? It reminds me of like the average Joes versus Global Gym. And like they were you guys are the average Joes, like just trying to have a good time. And the other ones were just taking it so serious. Yeah, even though that team maybe looked like average Joes, because you said that they were kind of.
But it's, it's kickball. You can't judge a book by its cover, Soph. I pop out all the fucking time, and I wish I didn't.
Go for the knees. Go for the knees.
I try, dude. I try my hardest. Also, real quick, I'll make it 30 seconds. Did you watch the Chiefs game Sunday, or did you play Sunday?
I think we played Sunday. We played Sunday.
They fucking
the Ravens.
They beat the
piss
out of the Ravens. Yeah.
The quarterback. Yeah, didn't he like tear his hamstring?
No, it's like 3 weeks. But he came out after we were already up like it's like 38.
Wait, can we talk about something real quick?
So back on track.
What happened like 2 weekends ago when Travis and our best guy was getting into it on the sideline, Andy Reid?
I know. They've done that a few times. And like if you watch interviews with them, I feel like they're like father-son. And they like at this point, it doesn't really freak me out. But that one, there was a time like a Super Bowl ago when Travis really gave him a bump, and Andy joked after, he was like, yeah, like kind of caught me off balance. Haha. That one, like I was like, whoa, Travis, bad look. This one, Reid was like, ran up on Travis and was like motherfucking him. But I like to see that. It means they're like,
yeah, they do care, and they have that relationship and that respect that they're able to do that. But like nowadays, coaches, I feel like aren't allowed to do that on any level because people are just fucking weak. They're not mentally tough.
Yeah. The art of hard coaching is like a little more taboo.
Well, it has to be.
Than it used to be. Are we doing Are we doing a tell me something for this ep?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, guys, let's start this up here.
Hey, Sophie. Hey, Wes. Caitlin here. Congrats on the podcast. I absolutely love y'all. I think you play off each other really well. You're both hilarious. Quick question for you. So you both travel a lot. You live in different places. In your experience, where do you think has had the worst dating pool? I'm in San Diego, and it's a dog-eat-dog world out here. It's rough. So I'm curious where you think you've had the craziest experience with the dating pool, and why. Side note, this is also both of your formal invitations to my best friend's wedding. It's in Texas, November 22nd. Come on out. Don't worry, it's been approved by her, so she's allowed this invitation. We'll have open bar, dance floor. There'll be chickens for Sophie to chase, if you're into that. The day before the wedding rehearsal, I think that's what it's called, but it'll be at a Mexican restaurant with karaoke, so take that for what it's worth. It's going to be a lot of fun, lots of booze. You're both invited, so bring your boots. Come on out.
Yeah!
Damn, Caitlin.
Chase chickens.
On the dating pool, I got a little hot take. If you're in a city and you think the dating pool's bad, it might be time to look in the mirror, perhaps. Because if you're like...
Wes!
The pool is going to be... this is not about Caitlin, by the way. This is just like, people always want to be like, oh, like New York sucks to date, or like LA sucks. I'm moving out of Kansas City because like it's hard to date. It's about like, it's just about trial and error. Like if you're in a smaller place, there are less options. So it's going to be tougher, but like, I don't think geographic, like locations change how you date people. Like the point of being a good dater is that you can kind of ebb and flow and chameleon where you are, you know? That's kind of my take. I think that if you're moving somewhere, it's kind of on you to find who matches your swag.
Yes, I agree. Are you going to the wedding, West?
And then, yeah, we'll both go to the wedding. What'd she say?
November 22nd.
Before Thanksgiving, the weekend before Thanksgiving?
We'll be chasing chickens, singing karaoke at a Mexican bar, and drinking beer. That does actually kind of sound nice. I think I'm honestly like not a big dater. Like I'm not one just to like go on dates with random people.
But it doesn't have to be like first dates. It could be like dudes that you've like been dating or seeing, and then they turn. Like, how do they turn out?
Like I feel like dating is like you're exclusive.
Doing, I think now dating means like just like being outside.
Well, then what?
Talking, chatting, doing SCX, explore, like going on dates. Because some people can go on dates and it can be inside.
See, I feel like dating is when I feel like my experience with dating is like I'm talking to you and we're hanging out, and it's like I'm not good at doing that with multiple people. Like I just can't do. I'm just not good at that. I've never been good at that. What? Oh yeah.
Me neither.
This is what makes us so good, because I feel like we're two different people when it comes to that, because I just can't. I don't know. That doesn't mean that I haven't like had like my fun and like flirted and whatever, but like I'm just, when it comes to, when I hear dating, that means like I'm like exclusive with someone.
I'm just trying to think if I've ever met, like, to me, the question makes me think, like, have you ever been in a location and just, like, hated everyone of the opposite sex?
Well,
and I've never
I will
felt
say,
that
though,
way.
like, I think being out in Scottsdale, if I wasn't, like, around, like, if I wasn't around, like, the NBA guys or other athletes out there, there's no way I would ever date anyone from out there, because I'm more masculine than them. Like they have more Botox and fillers and like look so pretty, dude. Like
the Old Town boys,
just Scottsdale people, like Arizona people. they're not.
Yeah,
Arizona
is
very
like that. You're right.
Yes,
leathery. It's like leathery people.
Each their own. But I need like a man. Like I need a man.
Yeah.
So I think
have you seen any men in New York?
Say what? Oh.
I said
I got it. I think geographically that makes sense though. Like there's just some states or like some areas that the men are going to be a little more feminine and like.
I can tell you where it's good, Kaylin. New York.
You do
New
have
York
a lot
City,
of options
baby.
there.
A lot of options, a lot of everything.
Yeah.
It's like literally a jungle. Like I could go out on my block right now and there's going to be 90 hot chicks at like eating dinner outside. And they all have different types of jobs and they're all from different states or countries. And it's just beautiful. And then you say, what are you doing later? And they're like, I'm not driving home. Boom. Next thing you know, it's 4 a.m. Caitlin, we'll see you at the wedding.
Good way to end the podcast.
See ya.